is Optimus Prime.
Damnation! No donation, no salvation!
And remember, respect is everything.
And we're back. Well, I told myself I wasn't going to buy this, but that was until my parents were like, you know what, this will be your birthday gift, so yeah, I did pay for this myself, but, you know, according to them, they do want to help me, you know, they do want to give me that money back on my birthday so that, you know, they can treat this as a gift that they gave me, so it is what it is. It's whatever. I'm just happy to have this in my collection. But yes, this is the Lego Creator Optimus Prime set. Now, I want to encourage everyone to stay at the end of this video because there is an important message that I do want to talk about in regards to Lego and Transformers in general. So if you can, please stay till the end of the video because I do want to talk about something that I think is rather important. But so yeah, I was at a mall in my town and they happen to have a Lego store, and well, they had this guy in stock, and I felt I deserved an early birthday gift because the last few years have not been very good to me. It's been quite a lot of tragedy and disaster and terrible things going on in my personal life. But anyway, that's not important. But let's see. We're not going to waste any time. Let's go through the accessories first, and then we'll get to the actual figure. I am going to build a trailer for this. I don't know when. It all depends when I feel like building anything else, because I did do a time-lapse build, so be thankful for that, because I felt it was kind of important to the video, so I did do a time-lapse build, so that'll probably be at the end or something like that if you guys want to watch that, but that's not what the important message is at the end of the video. But anyway, let's go through the accessories first. So he comes with a plaque, which, alright, fairly simple, very basic. I'm not gonna lie, I do want to use this for something else, but I told myself when I bought this, nothing on this set will be taken or modified or changed by any means, but so I'm gonna leave it all as is. Speaking of the build process, I was actually missing a piece. It was a 2x6 block, but I had another one that was identical, and I even comment on it in the speed build, but we'll get to that during the speed build. And yeah, so there's a plaque. He also comes with Sideswipes Jetpack, which is alright. That's neat. That reminds me, I need to make a jetpack for this guy. So yeah, if you guys aren't aware, I already do mocks and Transformers on this channel already, but I did want to take a look at this. But yes, here's my Sideswipe figure. They're all done in this kind of anime, sort of Mega Man, kind of chibi style. So if you're into that, you know, check out my other videos. Shameless plug. But yeah, that reminds me, I need to build him a jetpack too. I actually have two videos on that Sideswipe, so I'll have to link them both below. But yeah, there's Sideswipes Jetpack, which, alright, that's cool. I think you can actually attach it in vehicle mode, so let's see, how does that work? I think it's something like this. Yeah, that works. But anyway, there's that. He comes with an alternate piece for the truck so that it looks more normal. Honestly, this doesn't bother me in the least, so I'm probably going to leave that. Or, this is just a thought, this is the license plate from the Fast and the Furious set that I bought a long time ago. I don't have the actual vehicle anymore, but I did keep the license plate. So, you know, maybe. Just as a little crossover of the two things that I like. Actually, I like a lot of things, so that doesn't even make sense. That's irrelevant. Anyway, so there's that alternate bumper piece. He does come with his Energon axe, which is cool. I'm happy they did that. Very interesting build process for this, but yeah, like I said, it's nice. An Energon cube, very simple build. A lot of magenta, I love it. And then finally, his ion blaster. But yeah, I'm not going to waste any time. We're going to go straight to the transformation. So let's get all this stuff out of the way while we can. And insert transition here. Alright. Because this is made of Lego, we got to treat it with caution. So first things first, we're going to rotate this up. Oh, okay. So you gotta unclip that, then rotate it up. We're gonna leave that up for now. Then we are going to pull his fist out before we take the actual arms out because, like I said, I don't want this thing to fall apart during transformation, which it shouldn't. It's surprisingly stable for what it is. Granted, some parts are a little stiff. So there's that. Let's back up a little bit. Let's go ahead and rotate the arms out. They're fresh ratchets, so they're nice and tight. And then, yeah, it's pretty much just like any other G1 style Optimus Prime that's ever existed in the last, like, 10 years. And then we'll do the same for the other side. But like I said, I do have an important message that is related to Transformers and Lego, so I really encourage everyone to stay for that. And then after that message, I'll include the time lapse for the speed build. Or, well, I call it a speed build. In reality, it took me like, what was it like? I remember I looked it up too. Let's close his fist just so that they're a little more compact. I think it was like 4 hours and 22 minutes, I think. I don't know. I'll look it up when I actually put the build time in the speed build thing. Anyway, let's leave his arms up like this, just so it's easier to deal with. Next, we're gonna rotate this. Oop, there's his head. Gonna rotate that all around. It's starting to come loose at the waist. It's okay. They're Legos. They can go back together. Next, we're going to fold these tanks sideways. Or I guess you could have done that afterwards, but anyway, fold the feet up. Just so we have something to stand on when we lift them up. Now obviously this is more geared towards the older Lego collectors because, like I said, this does need to be handled with care. Here, let's, you can split the legs, so here, let's do that first. My only complaint with the design is I don't like that it uses clips for the legs holding together because, I mean, I'm just worried over time they could break. Now, it is Lego, so Legos are very common and easy to fix, but, I mean, I shouldn't have to. But hopefully the quality control is improved because I've been having some trouble with some pieces lately that have been busting on me, and I'm not happy about that, but whatever. It's all good. And we're just going to stand him up. Oh, let those legs drop. There we go. Goodness, he is freaking huge. But yeah. I also like that they put rubber stops on his feet so he can actually stand without, you know, collapsing in on himself. We're going to need to get some height on this. Okay, it may get a bit janky here, so just bear with me, please. Alright, next we're going to rotate his arms down just so that they're a little more flush and look more natural. But yeah, like I was saying earlier in the speed build, I was missing a piece, or at least I think I am. It's possible it may have flung out of one of the bags and got lost somewhere in my room. I don't know, but I was able to replace it easily. It's a very common piece, so I'm not bothered by it in the least. It's not a thing against the set. It's just an unfortunate mishap that happened to happen with me. So we're gonna fold these in. And then I think this clips back into place. Yeah. You can fold that in like that. And then finally, rotate the head out. Now the head, a lot of people complained about the graphic on it, the decal and whatnot. Or not decal because it's printed, but in person it doesn't look that bad. It actually looks pretty good. Speaking of the head, we'll take a closer look at that because... Here, I'm going to take the head off, actually, because I want to get a good look at that head. That is probably the best translation of an Optimus Prime head I've ever seen in Lego. If you wanted to, you could just use two, like clear, like, you know, stud pieces, like just clear circular stud pieces, if you wanted to do it legit without the tampograph. But I mean, you know, it's Lego. The options are there. So I really love that mouthpiece. That is pretty cool. Let's see if we can stand him back a bit, because he is pretty big. But yeah, there he is. He's freaking huge. He does come with the Matrix of Leadership, which is a very nice touch. I'm really glad they included that. And it just kind of sits in place there. I actually struggled a bit, because those are some really good ball joint pieces that I could have used for another Transformer that I wanted to build. But like I said, everything that came with this set is going to stay in this set. Minus the one piece that was not included, but that's a different story. That only applies to me. It's nothing against the set. But like I said, it just kind of sits in place right there. Close it up. And he's all good. He actually has decent articulation, but I mean, it's pretty basic. You can give him knees if you have the Hero Factory ball joint extensions, but this figure is so heavy and unstable, I would not recommend giving him knees. You could try to work some ratchets in there, but it just seems like a lot of effort for something that just really isn't necessary. Let's go ahead and give him one of his accessories. So we're going to start with the Ion Blaster. If I can remember where I put it, because it was here somewhere. Like I said, you can swap this bumper out in truck mode for a more normal looking front end, but I don't bother. It's not that important to me. I'm going to keep this though. I'm going to keep it as part of the set. Because, you know, God, I keep hitting this stupid tripod. Okay. Actually, let's start with the axe first. So, I think with the axe, you can just... I don't even think you need to take the hand off. I think you can just fold it down and then it'll just plug right in. I think. I could be wrong about that. I think. Let me tilt it up so I can see what I'm looking at. Huh. Yeah, you don't even have to take the hand off to do that. Huh. Well, there you go. Now you learn something new about this set. Where did I put that stupid Ion Blaster? Okay, sorry, it fell back over here. I found it. Well, for those wondering, you don't have to remove his fist to equip the Energon Axe. So if you want to just do that, that's an option. So next we will put on his Ion Blaster, which is a signature trait of Optimus Prime, because he is a war leader, but you know, he's a positive one, because you know, I like to think Optimus Prime is a positive influence on you know, all forms of pop culture media, but it is what it is. And then I think that's about it. Oh yeah, I forgot. You can also give him Sideswipes Jetpack if you want to. In the one episode that Sideswipe had a jetpack, and then they just retconned it, because why not? I think that just plugs in right here with the two clips. Yeah, there you go. I'm going to leave that on there just because it looks cool. And you don't really notice it anyway, so... Yeah, overall, it's an amazing set. It's very expensive, but like I said, I only bought it because my birthday's this month, and I really wanted to treat myself to something special, so... It's the only reason I let myself get away with this, because, you know, naturally I would not spend that kind of money right now. Before we get to the message I wanted to talk about, let's compare him with my Optimus Prime. So yeah, I made my own Optimus Prime a while back. He does transform as well. Granted, he's not as stable, but that's because I went for a different kind of, I guess, I wouldn't say style, but just... Well, actually, yeah, I went for more different styles, so I guess that's kind of my excuse to, you know, yeah. So there's my Optimus Prime. He's way smaller, but that's because he's supposed to scale with my other Autobot figures, like Sideswipe and Windcharger and all those other guys. I still need to build him a jetpack, but I'll do that with the leftover pieces from this set, because there was quite a few of them. But they're really good leftover pieces. Yeah, here's my Optimus Prime, and then there's the official one. Now, speaking of Lego and Transformers, this is the important message that I wanted you guys to stay here for. Now, for those who don't know, there's a massive community of mock builders who like to use the words Transformers and Lego in titles. And the problem is, Lego is very anal with how people use their name in association with other things, with other brands. And because Lego and Transformers for many years did not like each other, I don't think they still do. I think they just did this because it just seemed like a form of, I don't know, it just seemed like a good idea. But anyway, yeah, so because of this, they're flagging a lot of YouTubers, especially bigger ones, who are mock builders that like to build Transformers. And I don't agree with it at all, because it's our medium of choice that we like to use to build this stuff. You know, because of the situation, especially the one of the admins in a Facebook group by a man is being forced to change the name of the group, and is being forced to change the name of all his videos, which is like 900 plus videos. So what I want you guys to do is, we need to spread a message. Nothing crazy. We're not going to do like some crazy protest or whatever. This is just a peaceful thing. We need to make it clear that, you know, they have no right to, you know, suppress, you know, our creative freedoms and, you know, for lack of better words, First Amendment rights, because freedom of expression, you know, technically is part of the First Amendment. And, you know, if they're going to suppress, you know, civil rights, then who knows what else they'll suppress. And listen, Lego and Transformers has been a huge part of my childhood for pretty much most of my life. I mean, these are two of the biggest brands that I grew up on, and I would just hate to see, you know, corporate greed and, you know, just, I don't want to say corruption, but just, I would just hate to see poor business practice affect what is essentially just a harmless community of people who like to build stuff and just happen to use their product. But like I said, I want to try and keep this as peaceful as possible. I'm not saying we should go out and start rioting or doing stupid things, because let's be fair, we live in a world that's already way too sensitive these days, and we really need to evaluate where we are in our lives and just kind of get over ourselves a bit. Like I said, this is just kind of me just sharing my personal thoughts, but like I said, I think we shouldn't stay quiet about it. I think we should at least try to say something, and hopefully, you know, this doesn't affect anybody in the long run, especially mock builders, because I myself, I like to build mocks too. I mean, I build my own Transformers. Granted, they're very simplistic and very, you know, not the most, you know, over the top and special, but there's something that I like to do, and they're very true to me. At least the style that I like to go for. Because like I said, I like to go for kind of like this sort of kind of Mega Man kind of anime style that I really like to do. If you watch my videos, you already know this. But if you're new here and you're just here for the Optimus Prime review, I get it. You know, you may not be familiar with my stuff. But like I said, I don't think we should stay quiet on the matter. I think we should all have the right to, you know, at least, you know, express that, you know, we like to use their product to build mocks. And we shouldn't be scared of major corporations bullying us into, you know, taking down videos or, you know, changing the names of things that we made with their product, because in reality we're not trying to, you know, attack them. It's not like we're trying to do anything negative. We're just sharing that we like to use their product in a creative fashion. I understand there's a lot of idiots out there who do stupid and ignorant things with products all the time, but that's with any company. That doesn't represent the entire company. It's just a small minority of people who like to do stupid things with things that they happen to have access to. I'm just sharing my thoughts because I feel this is important and we shouldn't have our rights suppressed like that. And it's really important to me, and I hope to God that we can come back to a world that is a lot more capable of coexisting, because like I said before, people today are just too sensitive and we really just need to get over ourselves sometimes. But anyway, I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm going to get to the speed build. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you want to. I always produce content. I do gaming, I do Lego, I do just toys in general. I do all sorts of stuff. I do car stuff, just anything. So if any of that stuff interests you, you know, anime, cars, or giant robots or monsters, stick around, hang out. But until then, have a good one. Okay, so for the sake of simplicity, I've decided to use the webcam for this video since we're going to be doing a build, and I'm going to need as much, I guess, camera life as possible. So hopefully this will go well, and we'll see how long this will take. So let's see, today it is the 11th. It is 1:22 p.m. in the afternoon. So we're going to remember that, and then when I'm done building, I'll come back and we'll let you know how long this took. I'm a pretty efficient builder, so I imagine I can get all this done within a reasonable amount of time. But let's not waste too much time. Let's get the box open, and then we'll take a look. Before we proceed any further, shame on the employee at Lego who forgot to include a piece. Yeah, thankfully I had an exact, version of that same piece, but if you're the person that packaged my Optimus, I hope to God somebody slips laxatives in your sandwich, because that is unacceptable. I should not be missing pieces. Anyway, let's proceed. It is currently 6 o'clock at this time. This is the same day. And we finally got them done. So let's see, I started at... I don't remember. I'll probably look at it when I do the actual video review. But I'll make sure to include all this and stuff. And then there's little... my Optimus Prime next to the OG. But yeah. So it's cool.
Hallelujah! Another soul saved!